Hi, everybody. Anne-Marie Vandenherk here of Mind the Gap Cyber. I can't believe it that we are, for some of us, coming up on 40 days of self quarantine during this COVID 19 pandemic, global pandemic. Hope everyone's doing okay. I'm here to just talk briefly about cybersecurity. And right now, we have the cyber baddies are out in force. They are doubling down their efforts to get at your business. Now, Mind the Gap Cyber, we make it harder for the cyber criminals to get your data. That's our mission. So, what I'm going to talk to you today about is 3 things that you can do right now in order to make your business more secure. Now, in the first 14 days of the COVID 19 quarantine, the FBI reported that there were, 1,400% increase in phishing attacks. And it's continuing. In fact, the cybercriminals are thinking of new ways to separate you from your data and your cash through double ransomware attacks, sextortion. In fact, some of the elder dating sites were compromised, or they're using that to get into you. So there are a lot of things that you need to be worrying about right now in terms of cyber risk. So let's get to the 3 things you can do this moment in order to make you more cyber secure. First, passwords. I know. We're always talking about passwords, but they really are important. And when was the last time that you changed your passwords? Or when was the last time you asked your employees to change their passwords? It's a good practice to have passwords updated every quarter. Given this security risk environment we're experiencing currently, I would highly recommend that you do it monthly. I know that's kind of annoying, but I would highly recommend that. As for passwords for your employees, I would not recommend or suggest. I would ask them or direct them when they are creating passwords that it not be their dog's birthday or their child's name or vice versa, and that they do not use the same password for everything. And that includes what they have in their personal life as well. So, 1 is passwords. 2, privilege. In IT, that means access. Who has privilege to access XYZ? Now, as the boss and the owner of the company, you have admin. You have access to everything from your accounting software to your customer service to your e-commerce. Your employees do not need all that access. For example, your bookkeeper. All she needs access to is your QuickBooks or your FreshBooks. Because all she needs to worry about is accounts receivable, accounts payable, is everything balanced? Same goes for, Joe in sales. He only needs access to the customer database for management of sales calls, updating the system. He does not need access to your accounting software. So it's essentially the principle of least privilege. So the least privilege, the better. That tightens your security wall. Third is protection. If you do not have antivirus, anti-malware software installed on your devices, and notice I say devices because that means your laptop, your desktop, your smartphone, your any kind of portable device. Very important that you have that protection, that it is active, and that it is updated. And this is particularly important with the fact that folks are working remotely. Just make it harder for the bad guys to get your data. So by doing updating passwords, making the passwords difficult, principle of least privilege, and protection in terms of virus software and keeping that updated. That'll make you more secure, but this is very basic. This is something you can do fairly quickly. Now, if you want to look into more options in terms of your cybersecurity program, I can certainly help you with that. There are things that you need to be aware of, and there are questions you need to answer yourself, such as what systems do we have in place? What are our procedures? Are they actually being followed? Are they in practice, or are they a binder in the back there collecting dust, or in some sort of shared drive that no one ever goes into because everyone saves everything on their own drives anyway? That's a whole separate thing, a whole separate video. Another question you need to be able to answer is, well, what if we are hacked? What do we do? So if you're having, if it's challenging for you to answer these questions, let's set up some time to talk. Mind the Gap Cyber, we conduct assessments. That means we review your systems, both physical and digital, what your policies and procedures are. We also develop incident response plans, which allows you to be ready, because it's not if you'll ever have a breach. It's when now. And thirdly, training. We can provide you with cyber hygiene training for your staff, because they are the weakest link. Humans are the weakest link. So the more your staff are empowered, the more likely they're going to be your first line of defense in your cybersecurity. I want to thank you for watching. You can find me at mindthegapcyber.com. I'm Anne-Marie Vandenherk. Stay well and stay healthy, and definitely stay sane. Thank you.